Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I'm Luke and this is my not-so-scary wife, Amber.
Hello.
We are the Lord and Lady who lock horns.
The Count and Countess of Contention.
The Duke and Duchess of Disagreement.
And the King and Queen of Quarrels.
We have been together since the American werewolf went to Paris. We have argued about practically everything and we're still together and happy.
In this entertainment-only podcast, we will bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience gets the final say on who the winner is.
We do not claim to be relationship experts by any means. We will debate lots of things, many of which are frequently submitted by our listeners, so if you have a topic you want us non-professionals to battle over, before you try it at home, please share it with us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Perhaps this completely unscientific method of letting the masses decide who is right will help you win your fight before you even have it.
Da-da-da-da. And so here we are, our very, not 13 and a half.
No, we're at our very 15th episode.
15th episode. I'm bad at counting.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's good at counting? The Count from Sesame Street.
Very good. Very good.
He would say, oh, but he can't do the S's. That's what it was. I'm trying to remember from the album when I was a kid. I was going to say he can't do
Okay, you
F's.
can't talk about the album. That's the wrong time of year.
Well, that's fine. We're going to skip right past it. But he was Count Von Count or something like that.
I don't remember his full name, but yeah.
I feel like it might have actually been Count Von Count. But that seems silly even for a kid's program.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, wait.
You're a countess, as we've established, which I think is pretty great.
Yeah.
And it fits well with what we're doing this month.
That is true.
Which is?
Well, it's spooky month.
Heck yeah. We're continuing the fun.
Yeah, this is our third episode of spooky month.
That's right, it is.
Which is sort of interesting for us because we typically are recording very regularly every week.
Yes.
But this month we wanted to make sure we get all the spooky episodes in.
Well, not all.
Well,
but enough that we cover the month.
Enough that we cover.
Just so you know, people, we've probably got a year of spooky themes because this one lives the spooky.
I hope so. I hope we do. But we're going to actually be out of town while this one is airing.
Heyo.
And enjoying some Halloween fun.
Indeed.
Going to the Disney World for, well, that's the small part. But the big part is the Mickey Not So Scary.
Hence my address to you in the beginning of my not so scary wife.
Yes.
Little tie-in there.
Yes. But that is the very Halloween-esque, like super specific Halloween thing. You get to go trick-or-treating. We get so much candy, and that's a lot of fun. The shopping's a lot of fun. The parade's really great. And, of course, an opportunity to see.
What's the parade called again?
The Boo Parade. Boo to You Parade?
Boo to You. Maybe that's it. I don't remember.
It's a lot of fun. And also,
I had a friend tell me that based on our child's proclivity for things that are spooky, haunted, scary, and dark, that the Halloween Horror Nights might actually be pretty great.
So the real reason we had decided to be going down to Orlando in 2025 was because we wanted to go to Universal Epic.
Yeah, the new hotness.
Yes, and the reason why is they have this whole Monsters Park, which
that's right.
Now Monsters, the Universal Monsters, that's year round.
Yes,
to me, like Mickey Not So Scary, Halloween, Monsters, fun all the time.
All the time.
So
we have stickers on the back of our vehicles that are Frankenstein and the Bride.
Yeah. Well, I named my Jeep Frankie's Bride because you were supposed to name your Jeep.
I know. But then I didn't want the sticker was not going to be matching, and I'm real matchy-matchy.
No, it was, it's kind of like when you say, let's get matching tattoos, and the other one's like, just kidding. You didn't.
I never said that. Did you say we were going to get matching tattoos?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Do you want to get matching tattoos?
I really don't, not with you, but I am saying...
the Bride or Frankenstein tattooed right here on your neck?
No. But what I was saying, it's like when you say you're going to do that, we tattooed our cars, and you're like, no, not doing it.
What if we did It's Alive? It's
You're
Alive.
Still on that. Yeah, not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening. I don't know why you went down.
I don't know, because, tattoos are fun.
Well, anyhow, so that's why I'm saying that Epic is not, when I said what we're doing that was Halloween, Epic monsters all year round.
Yeah.
I don't see personally that as a Halloween thing. It can be, but I think the classics are good every day, not just in October.
Agreed.
So that is why I specifically said that. But we do like to find ways to stretch out Halloween celebrations. It seems like almost every year we have something we're doing, that helps us do that. But right now, I don't know. Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's Thursday.
No, when this airs.
Oh, okay. I was making clear what day it was today.
Right now, I believe we are at Mickey Not So Scary.
Oh, based on when this is going to release.
Yeah.
I think you might be right, which is pretty exciting.
I'm so excited for us right now.
Future us and future listeners.
We might be taking pictures of us while recording. Isn't that?
That could be.
Awesome. So, but that's why we did this, because this was really important to us to have that content for you. So,
yes.
Now, every time we have some new listener,
we got something to say.
We like to welcome them to our show.
That's right.
And today, our new listener came from Nigeria.
Wow.
Lagos, to be exact.
Like Africa is in the house.
Yeah, we asked for last episode or something like that. And I learned about Lagos is the West African entertainment capital. So they know what's good.
Oh.
They know what's good. They're like,
okay,
arguing ever after.
Huh.
They found us.
That's pretty cool. And as tradition would have it, I'm going to attempt to say hello correctly in the foreign language, which my wife has described to me as
English.
Pidgin.
Yes.
English?
But English is the national language.
Yes.
Of Nigeria.
So I'm gonna probably mess this up, but I'm gonna try. It's how you day.
There you go.
Did I say it right?
That's what I heard.
Well, maybe the people in Nigeria will tell us if I said it wrong.
Yeah.
They'll be like, bro, we just say hi.
Not well, they probably so.
They might not. Well, anyway, welcome Nigeria. We're thrilled to have you to add to our global listening audience.
I know, it's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun.
And I don't know if they do the Halloween stuff there, but the last episode or the episode before, it doesn't really matter. For us recording, it was different, but Luke had made a promise to me.
Uh-oh.
And the promise was that he would be willing to watch a scary movie.
Oh, you're right. And I did.
He did.
And I don't like scary movies, y'all. Because they're scary and I get scared. It's not even that weird of a thing.
No, but I was really excited about it. And of course, right away, once he said that, I'm thinking, okay, he has to watch one before our next episode so that we can be in it. Yeah. And I do personally really like scary movies a lot.
I don't.
Well, and we watched one, and I feel like it's been a really long time since Luke and I watched a really scary movie together on purpose that it was scary and not just that it was suspenseful, because Luke will watch suspenseful movies with me, and every once in a while, there have been a couple we've seen that he's like, ooh, I'm a little creeped out by that. But we did, and Luke told me the one he wouldn't watch.
That's true.
Was The Conjuring.
Listen. If I would have known before I watched that movie, because I didn't watch a preview, because I didn't want to, or watched a little bit of a preview, but I didn't want to be too scared. If I would have known there was going to be a doll situation, I am out, y'all. Because there's I don't know why, but creepy dolls is maybe one of the most scary things in a scary movie to me. And you're like, oh, it's no factor.
Well, right, it isn't. But I think it's because of the uncanny valley effect.
I thought that was something with AI.
No, it's any type of face that looks almost human, but isn't human, and your brain is like, oh, must kill. It's like this whole...
Well, I didn't think must kill. I thought must run.
Well, okay, right.
Get me away from this crazy doll. I'm not fighting a doll.
Yeah.
That doll can win.
It's like your lizard brain telling you that there is an issue because you're like, there's something close but not right. And so therefore it must be an issue. But I was really happy to watch that movie with you. Well, actually, I was just happy to watch the movie, but it didn't really necessarily matter that you were there. But I was happy that you were there.
Oh, it didn't matter that I was there.
What I'm saying is I would have watched it anyways if I had time to watch a movie. I don't typically like watching movies, though, in general, because they take so long.
That's the point of a movie, actually. They're made to be longer.
Yeah. Well, and Luke always wants to watch movies with me, and so many of them I'm like, I've seen this movie 8 million times, just a little differently. The difference is important, though. Variation is fun when you're watching movies, even if the themes, remain consistent. I mean, that's, I think, part of the reason the popular movies are poppy is because, I said poppy, popular are like that is because they explore common themes. Probably the same could be said of scary movies. They're probably popular scary movies because they explore common themes of what scares people. So one of the reasons why I was looking for movies like The Conjuring was I wanted to talk with you about demonic possession. And in a doll. No, the doll didn't matter. I'm just saying it messed me up. I mean, in the very beginning when they had, this might be a spoiler, but the movies... It's very old. It's not a spoiler. Okay. In the very beginning, there was the doll, and I started laughing because I was like, oh my God, this is where Annabelle was born. Yeah, and I had no idea. Also, I think that series is like, there's no way you're spoiling anything. If somebody was going to watch it, they'd have watched it by now. I think they've had I think there was either 3 or 4 that are called The Conjuring. No. But then there's also... I think there's only 2 called... Annabelle? And is there an Annabelle too? No. The Nuns is from it? Yeah. You mean The Nun? Yeah. Oh, I'm out on that too with the creepy eyeballs in the dark. Well... Oh, God. Anyhow, but I knew... I didn't realize that Annabelle was going to be in there. And I don't... No. Are you scared of... Yes. Are you scared of Raggedy Ann type of dolls? No. That's what the original Annabelle was actually supposed to be, according to Ed and Lorraine Warren. But that's what they had in their house. Okay, so we had... Did we have a Raggedy Ann? We had a Raggedy Andy. Yeah. In our house, because my oldest brother's named Andrew, and I think that my mom got it because of that, or someone gave it. I don't know how we got it, but I think having it in the house made it not a thing. Well, I'm sure it's not a thing because it's not as human looking. That's probably true. Yeah, I think you have Uncanny Valley. I'm just going to diagnose you with my armchair psychiatry degree. Right here on the couch. Yeah, I think that's what it is because it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Little knowledge and a lack of research, and here you are, just letting me know. I know. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, so... This is why I'm out on the dolls. But I can't deal. But when I read that it was about actually, and I actually saw a picture, a real picture of the supposed possessed doll. Okay. It was a Raggedy Ann doll. That does seem less terrifying, because it's like a little cloth doll with... I don't think, button eyeballs or something. Although I think if you were to see it... super old. In a glass case with a note that says, do not open, possessed doll, which is actually how they did store the doll. Really? Yeah. They just kept the creepy doll? I actually went kind of a little bit of a deep dive because I'd heard about Ed and Lorraine Warren before. I said on the thing they were based on a true story of their case files. Of their case files. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's based on a true story as a loose association. Yes. But it said that they were the only, what was it called? Demonologists that were certified by the Vatican. Okay. And something like that. And I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't really matter. Well, I didn't look anything up, so I don't. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did find a lot of things interesting about them and some of their claims. And if you watch the movie, if you haven't done a deep dive into them, or if you haven't heard about them any other way, in the movie they seem like a really nice couple. Now they are both dead, and since they were watching demonic possession item, I'm not going to speak ill of this dead.
That's a good idea.
But they weren't always the nicest people.
I feel like I'm going to give that some credence though. If your life's work, and whether you agree or believe in it or not, I think at this point doesn't matter, is devoted to something involving what you believe to be and what other people believe to be demons and the devil and possession and God and all of that. Like, I feel like, I mean, more power to you. Like, of course it was a fraught history. And of course they're going to have people that say that, you know, they were hurtful or demanding or, you know, whatever they might have said. I don't actually know, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's not like they're serving ice cream. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course they're going to have,
I don't know,
enemies. Not enemies, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that was the case. I just think that.
What if their opponents were possessed and said these people are frauds because they were trying to get people off the scent?
Their daughter still runs their agency or whatever it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Runs in the family. More power to her.
Apparently Lorraine died in like 2019, so not even that long ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but there was lots of, it's an interesting couple.
She was a clairvoyant.
To read about. Right. It's an interesting couple to read about, and I would recommend anyone who is interested in that type of work and perhaps any of their movies and diving a little deeper into them to go ahead and do that, because I just found it a little fascinating. I also find it fascinating to think the concept of I'm going to take all these possessed items and just have them in my house and keep them safe, which they truly did.
That is
factual. These items,
maybe
whether
it's
or not
like, they were. You know what it probably is? It probably because like it's like a hunter keeps like trophies and mounts them on the wall.
Yeah.
Except they kept them in secure storage or something because maybe they were concerned that the evil spirits were going to come and get them.
They kept them in their parlor or something like that. It was not. I mean, but.
Whoa.
But I did want you to do the research.
Can you imagine? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can say what.
I was going to say, can you imagine in our house having a room full of creepy relics, keepsakes, possessed objects, and dolls, and books, and all kind of weapons, and and just walking in the room and being like, "There's those 72 different demons."
I think you're living a different lifestyle for such a thing. But I mean,
I get scared just thinking about it.
Well, you hear about people who will, and like back in history, right? Like when I keep going back to Egypt, but when they evacuated, or not evacuated, what is the word? Were they exhumed? I don't know, where you clean out a tomb.
Well, if there's a dead person in it, that's exhumed of body.
Right, but I mean, like in the Egyptian pyramid stuff. Anyhow, so like the curse of whatever. Oh God.
King Tut.
Yeah. Right. And that.
Uncommon.
Yeah. So folks who had, kept some of those items or whatever, like that they had curses upon them.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, but they didn't probably know it. That it was bad to hold. I mean, that it might hurt them in the future. Not smart.
You don't want King Tut's gold.
Again, though, I also think, if you look, I mean, bad things do happen to everybody all the time. So is it the object that did it, or is it just pointing back and saying, well, gee, you had that object. So.
I mean, maybe, but I would like to hear some of these tales, because what if they're like next level crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Then maybe. What? It's not just like some random association.
It could be a future episode, because I have actually heard some of these tales.
Okay.
I have done a little bit of a dive.
Cursed tombs real? Maybe we could put that in the notes somewhere.
Yeah. That'll be way down the road, so we don't need to go too far into that. But I really wanted to know if you had the belief in being able to be possessed, because I thought that would be a really interesting thing to talk about. And so we talked about this beforehand.
We did.
And you had said,
oh, well, I mean, I was uncertain, but, yes, but it was like maybe not a direct correlation of demon possessing the soul, spirit, and body of a human, but like a more like a living demonically, and that maybe kind of like you say sometimes maybe there's an association there. Now that being said, as easily scared as I am, it's not hard for me to make the leap from someone is acting demon-like to somebody is possessed by an actual demon. The trouble I have is like, and I said this when we were talking about it, it's like then you have to swallow the whole kit and caboodle. So like for me anyway, this is where some of my arguing brain gets a little hung up. It's like if I were to say yes that the human vessel can be possessed by a demon, then we have to know it's a demon. What's the name of the demon? Where does it come from? Does that then presuppose that its other demon corollaries are factual and its counterpart like angels? And then are we God and the devil? And like, that's a lot to take in. I mean, if I could make it simpler in my brain, which is not something I can easily do. I'm a complicated person. It would be easy for me, I think, to say yes, but I go to like a next few different things. And that one's harder for me, for instance, than are psychics real?
So when I asked you this...
Which we're tied on, by the way.
When I asked you this question,
yeah,
I think you were expecting that I was going to think that no matter what you were saying, yes, that was your answer.
Yeah.
And I actually did not think you would say yes based on many things.
Based on that, I think I'm more in the no camp.
Well, and you thought I would say no because...
Right, because you're the constant skeptic.
But I'm not like, I say that. Remember that I want to believe in things.
I think you're a secret believer. You just need to have there's a logical fallacy that prevents you from taking
and that's the thing on this one and the superstition one, right? Yeah. So I actually do believe it's possible, which this is where I think it's interesting.
You're wrong.
This is why we couldn't do this question, because I believe it's possible based on the research I have done. And also in the house I was raised, although in the religion I was raised through with my mom technically doesn't believe in possession, but my father, being Roman Catholic, that is a big deal. And so I always, whenever I would hear things about possession, I'd be like, oh, nope. It's like it was in my DNA to be scared of it. Yep. So even still today, I'm like, nope, I don't know. I kind of believe it's possible.
Whew.
And I was doing a little bit of reading beforehand because I'm like, I know the Catholics believe it.
I mean, the Catholics do exorcisms.
They are, yes. And so then I was wondering, and I know that the Lutherans were like, we're not going to say it's not there, but we're not going to say it is there, kind of like you.
Do exorcisms?
No.
Okay. Maybe that's kind of like you just don't want to get on the bad side if there was one.
Right. And so then I was doing more dives, because then I was like, I went into a couple other sects of Christianity, and a lot of them. That's what I said.
S-E-C-T.
That's what I said.
S. It just sounded like another word. Anyway, carry on.
Wow. Anyhow, and so then most of them, a lot of them actually did believe it's possible, but then there's different. So then I was wondering, what about other Judeo-Christian or, other Judeo beliefs? And so, like, some Jewish people believe it's possible.
Okay.
Which I found very interesting. And also some Muslim people, it's believed like it's actually a thing to exercise.
Did you know that the name of, just random moments in Luke's brain, the name of the devil, I don't know what the whole story is, but in the Quran, do you know what the name of the devil is?
No.
Shaitan. It's very close to Satan. The words,
Okay.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Well, anyhow, so it kind of got me thinking, well, if all these people, and there's plenty of religions, if you go into it, that believe in that, but I was just wondering, like, where did the offshoot happen? Where did the change happen? But So it was just interesting to know that so many religions believe it is possible to be possessed by a demon. And
well, there's a whole religion that, like, that's part of the deal on purpose.
What do you mean?
When you get into like Santeria and Polomayombe?
I mean, I don't... Demonic possession?
Well, not necessarily, but they call upon the Orishas.
Right.
One of which, Alegba, depending on what language you're speaking, is like the trickster spirit and is like kind of a little bit, evil borderline. And if you're practicing the dark magic, you can call up some evil stuff with it. I'm just saying.
I think we're gonna have a whole nother episode at some point about Santeria. And
I think we should for sure. And by the way, Nigeria listener,
Yoruba.
The Yoruba people of Nigeria brought that religion over, so I think that maybe that could be interesting for our Nigerian friends.
Yeah, maybe they could send us a little information.
What they think we think about their history, they'll be like, well, that's wrong.
Well, and that would be interesting too, because there's large assumptions being
for
made
sure.
There.
I'd love to have some local history.
Yeah,
send some messages.
Yeah, let's email, because that'd be very interesting. I think before we even get anywhere near that topic, which would be a long time.
Yeah.
So anyhow, though, it was interesting to me how much it is believed, and like I said, and I've said before, and like Luke said, I like the spooky stuff. So I listen to podcasts about all these things.
Oh, I don't.
I've read books about these things, read articles.
Oh, I read a couple books.
You've read a couple?
Yeah, back in the day. Well, I've read, girl. I read every
all the time.
Single day of my life on purpose.
You read all the time.
All the time. But back in the day, I did. I read some Stephen King stuff. I read, when you were reading, I can't remember the name, Dean Koontz.
Mm-hmm.
He had some spooky type stuff, and I read a couple of his books that you had read.
Mm-hmm.
They were good.
Yeah.
I liked.
You derailed me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
My bad. Well, anyways, so demonic possession.
Wow. No.
No?
No. Not there. I must be possessed. It's
gone. Don't say that, because I'm going to have some nightmare. Look at you with your... Oh, she's trying to freak me out, y'all. It's working?
Yeah, I'm trying to come back to the point that I was talking about.
Well, if you're going to be derailed, I can just talk for a minute about these crazy movies you have me watching previews to.
Should.
So anyone out there listening that wants to throw a comment or an email or something, we looked at, like, what movies could I handle? That was literally, like, it was one, Amber had to want to watch it bad enough because she doesn't like movies, as she said. And two, can I actually survive the movie without being like, I'm out of here? Because I will bounce on a scary movie. If it's too much, I'm like, nope, we're done. And there was like 5 of them. And one was called The Witch. And I don't know if I'll ever watch that movie. Because it was like set in 1600s England. And there was like a whole scene in the woods with like a kid. And so I was like, no, thank you. And there was an Irish one called...
I remember what I was going to talk about.
What I was talking about? Well, just keep it in your head. Lake Song or something like that. The Irish one looked weird. There's one called Hereditary. That looked like I could have maybe done it, because there was this thing about a grandma and a mom and a kid, and the mom made these weird little like figurines in a dollhouse, and they got possessed and they moved around or something. Anyway, and then there was that was Conjuring that was in there.
Yep.
And I forget the other one. Anyway, I watched like these 5 previews in the series, like in a row. So, 5 or 10 minutes. And by the end of just the previews, I was like, I'm terrified of everything.
I know, but it's like anything. They put the best parts in the previews.
Well, whatever.
Which is why I don't like watching trailers for anything. Because I'm like, I've already seen the best parts of the movie, or I already know what the ending is. But I was talking about reading about possessions and things like that, and listening to podcasts. And I had recalled this one story from this priest from France, and he wrote a whole book about his the exorcism that he did with this young girl, and I don't know, young 14, 15, stuff like that.
The fifth movie was called The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Carry on.
Which is a different, yeah. Anyhow, so he wrote a whole book about it and like how long it was, and I had heard a lot of the accounts, and I was like, gosh, I mean, just awful, the concepts, and really, if someone is like having your body go through all of that, sounds pretty awful. And I had also heard about one where there was like this whole nunnery who got possessed. And
the whole thing?
The whole nunnery got possessed.
All the nuns?
All the nuns, yep.
Oh, by like a squad of demons, or like one demon was...
That's a good question. I didn't...
Was a demon squad came up from the underworld?
Can one demon possess multiple people at the same time?
I mean, based on The Conjuring, yes. Well, yes and no, because there was the effect, and then there was like the full-blown...
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know that I ever want to find out.
Yeah, but they were like, that was a big deal because there were so many people possessed in one spot. And also, like, nuns you'd think were kind of, more immune if you're the bride of Christ.
Yeah, protected, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but maybe it was a bad marriage. I don't know.
Maybe their vows weren't strong enough.
Guess not.
Know.
But so then when I had been looking for this guy who I'd originally heard about and, listened to some stories on, who wrote the book, a really important book, I guess, if you're into like learning how to exorcise demons. I don't know if that's your light reading.
How to Exorcise the Demon 101.
I don't know if it's quite that, but it seems kind of like that,
Handbook for demon possessor kicker outers.
So anyhow,
what do they call that?
Exorcism.
Like in like the church, is that
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know if you get like a certification or something.
Do you get a badge?
But you do have like they're titled to do that. You're allowed to do that. And a lot of times there's not like too many people who do it, so you'll have like your territory of doing it. But there was another guy when I was looking for that guy, and I forgot I'd heard about him, but I did not realize like how big his reach was, and I don't even think he's been dead that long. But this guy, Father Amore or Morph or something like that, I wrote it down because
Father Love,
Amorth, Father Amorth.
Okay.
Anyhow, he claimed to have performed over 60,000 exorcisms in 30 years. 60,000.
What?
The math is not math in there.
60,000. Well, how about... Wait a minute. 60,000 exorcisms in 30 years?
In 30 years.
So 20,000 a year.
No. 2,000.
2,000 a year.
Yes.
It's still bonkers.
It's it's not possible. So, but he...
You'd have to do like a handful a day if you're going to take a day off.
So I think he just really was kind of saying it for clout, clearly.
You just walk around with like a water pistol with some holy water and be like, boom, you're good. Boom, you're good.
Yeah. Well, I read to try to figure out how he could claim such a massive, massive number for one person. Because he's like, it was just me, y'all. In France, I had it all. I did it all. Because he would then say, well, everyone is, can be possessed with even little demons. And he's like, and I would just do a quick little prayer. And I thought, all right. I mean, I think that's kind of cheating, but I didn't find...
See, that gets more into like what I was I could kind of agree with the, like a mini possession.
Right.
Where it's not like a full blown, you are the demon you're possessed by, but like you have a segment, a little fraction.
But I was thinking about that priest who wrote the book on exorcism. Okay. After and this was like a month-long ordeal.
Okay.
I could imagine being being dead and thinking how mad I would be at the dude who's like, yeah, you did one for a month that you wrote a book about and it ruined your life. Big deal. I do 2,000 a year. Like, I don't know. It was really interesting. But it is one of those things that I doubt I'll ever get possessed. I don't know. Knock on wood.
Let's hope not.
However, I certainly have a fear of it, which is, kind of like one of those unfounded fears. So I don't know. It's just, I'm glad that we got to talk about it before the episode, because I was certain, given how you were raised, that you would just be like, that is the most absurd thing. It's not possible. You're not going to have some girl's head spinning around, spitting out pea soup, beds levitating, things like that.
That's from the Exorcist movie, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't think I've ever watched that.
Yes. But the one priest who wrote the book, he was talking about those exact types of things that were happening.
Maybe the movie is based on the guy's book.
It is based on something, but I don't know exactly what that is.
Sure.
Well, anyhow, I mean, while I think that there are people who exploit the possibility of possession and stuff like
possession
that.
Sounds a little exploitative.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I also think that there are, in my fear and like maybe hedging bets here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I believe in it more than I don't, because I wouldn't want to be the person who's like, I don't believe it, and then be like, boom, you're next. You
definitely don't want to be next.
No, I really don't. I mean, really
being spooked like that by something, oh man. I can't even imagine it. I'm scared of it in a movie. I can't even imagine it in real life.
I know. That movie had you The Conjuring had you very, very freaked out. And we had discussed another question beforehand, and I was like, oh, well, we can't do that question because your answer is not, it doesn't work. We wouldn't be able to argue about it. And then afterwards, after watching that movie, well, Luke, let me ask you a question.
I was not ready for that. And the moment you've all been waiting for, folks, here it is. In this corner, claiming to weigh in at 105 pounds of ghoulish delight, we have Amber. And I don't remember the wins and losses record.
5 wins for me.
Uh-oh. You got all happy-faced over there.
4 losses. We have several ties.
So I've won 4 times.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the running.
You're not in the running.
Okay. And we got a few ties, which is bogus, by the way.
And by the time this airs, we will have had like 2.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be off on the count because we did this pre-record of like 3 episodes so that we would have good spooky content for everybody.
And that we would have a good vacation.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyhow, so in this corner, we have Luke, who is claiming to weigh in at 185 plus pounds.
Get it, y'all.
Getting ready for spooky season.
I might actually be 185. I feel like I've lost a little bit of weight.
I feel like I've gained weight because of all the candy.
I've been trying to resist
and
the
it's going to
urge.
Continue, but that's okay. I mean, like, I can worry about it in March.
I'm pre-gaming to go put on some vacation pounds. That's because I'm excited about all the food. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked.
So let me ask you the question, and I know this is not a new question for you.
Okay, here we go.
Luke, we just watched a scary movie.
We did.
About a house.
It was a house.
That had many haunts.
So haunted.
Would you live in a haunted house?
Hell no. I mean, there couldn't even be more of a no. When you first were talking about that, we were going to, can we argue over the question? Because by the way, y'all, I know we've said this before, but just to refresh people's memory, we have to agree that we can disagree or we don't have something to record.
Right.
So a lot of times we'll be like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And we're like in agreement. And so, of course, we discard the argument. This one, apparently there's an argument to be made on her crazy side over there. But for me, this one was sort of easy. It was, but here's the lead up to it. I had a bunch of conditions. I said, well, I might live in a haunted house if it's cool. Like that one TV show. I don't remember what network it's on. It's called Ghosts. That's great. It's super funny. This girl.
It's NBC and BBC because it's originally a British show.
We watched the British one too. Mm-hmm. So this girl, like her and her husband, they like move out into the countryside because she inherited some sweet country manor, something like that. And then she fell down and bumped her head, and all of a sudden she could see ghosts. And there was like a bunch of ghosts in this house, and they were trapped there by some ghost law that said if you die here, you stay here. And it's hilarious. And the ghosts are not like scary or mean. They're like just, people from different times of Earth. And she gets to have these relationships with them. And it seems, for the most part, sort of okay. And I was thinking, well, that would be nice. So that was my condition. Can I can I pick the type of haunted I get? And Amber said, no. And then I was like, hell no, I'm not living in a haunted house. Because what if you get malicious ghosts that want to hurt or harm you, that want to scare you for the sake of scaring you? Mm-hmm. They want to go, things that go bump in the night and flicker your light bulbs and open and close doors and make creepy sounds. And oh, man. And I just watched The Conjuring, and that house was like haunted by this witch, demon-loving, crazy. She would be possessing people and slamming doors and like throwing heavy objects and she cut the one guy's neck with like a something, can't even remember. And like she'd be yanking on people's feet, trying to pull them out of the bed and like standing in a corner, just looking like the creepiest ghost you could ever imagine with those weird, creepy demon eyeballs. And like, oh my God, the whole premise of the secret passageways and no. And the hanging from a tree, there's too many things. Because if you lived in a haunted house and you don't know what kind of haunt you're going to get, I mean, I would imagine the sample size of which is what is probably similar to what humans are like in today. So most of the time, your odds, maybe you're 80-20. Maybe you're going to get a good one. But what if you hit that 20%? And then like, you got a ghost that like wants to be a culty ghost in life. It turns into like some sort of creepy culty ghost in the afterlife. Or what if it's a ghost that wants to hurt and maim and chop people up, and then you get that one in your house, and then usually wants to be chopping you up or eat you? Or man, I'm telling you, there's all kinds of crazy people out there that do some super demented stuff. And I just think if they had like ghost powers, that would be some next level scare for me. And if I can't even handle a movie, oh my goodness, imagine if it was every day of my life. I would be done. I'd burn that thing down and run as far away as you could. Oh, one time, this is for the sake of our argument, you for real found a haunted house bed and breakfast in Wisconsin, which is next door to us in Minnesota, and seriously tried to convince me that we should buy it and live in it. I mean, who does that? Why do you want to go live in a haunted house? Oh my, and they were advertising it like an attraction.
No, they weren't.
Well, how did you find out about it?
Well, I was
Hold on, let me rest my case.
When it's my turn.
That's fine. You could talk a lot more because I don't remember all the details. I just remember me being like, that is not happening. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's, for me, live in a haunted house, you bet all your fingers and toes I'm not moving in. No, sirree. You can keep all your creepy stuff. Mm-hmm. Nope. Mm-hmm. Okay, you go ahead.
So, obviously, I would live in a haunted house. Now, I think that, I mean, part of me is like we have discussed, there are things that I am very cynical of, and there, so I would be like, it's probably not anything, right? But the house you were talking about, I really wanted it. It was such a good deal. It was such a good deal. It was like this bed and breakfast. I think it had like 8 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms and like a whole dining bar thing. And I think it was on a lake. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know people out there would want to purposefully stay in a haunted hotel, because I also have wanted to purposefully stay in a haunted hotel, right?
Why? I don't even want to for one night.
We have.
But not because it was like, they don't build them. They say they have haunts and whatnot.
Right.
But like when you're booking it on the internet, they don't say, we're a haunted hotel.
It depends on what sites you're looking through.
The normal ones.
I did happen before. I have looked to say, okay, what hotels are haunted in the area? And I want to stay there because I love it, to just see what's going on. I don't believe in a lot of it, because I think a lot of things that go bump in the night happen to have 4 legs and a little tail, right? Like, I think that's a lot of the things that go bump in the night.
Oh, like mice you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or in New Orleans, where we were, rats.
Could have been rats. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of New Orleans, repping the shirt.
Yeah.
Anybody? Oh, do we have Louisiana yet?
We do, but I don't know where in Louisiana. I can't get that data.
Maybe they know what this is.
Yeah.
because when we were in New Orleans, I was like, this shirt is so cool. It's got a crazy looking werewolf, and it says Rougarou, Swamp Legend. And then we went on the swamp, and I asked the guy, I'm like, what's this? And he goes, and he had kind of a Creole accent. He goes, Rougarou. And he talked about how it was like a swamp demon or whatever. And anyway,
so back to the haunted house.
You said haunted hotel in New Orleans, and my brain got going.
I know. We get sidetracked really easily, but sometimes when you get on the sidetrack train, I completely forget, and I'm off, and I'm waiting for an airplane or something. I have no idea.
Makes my
anyhow
chances better.
So no, it doesn't. But I think that if you believe in any type of hauntings. Now, here's the thing: if you don't believe in haunted houses, that houses can be haunted, then buying one that's supposedly haunted means nothing to you, right? Now, if you do believe that it's possible that sometimes souls get stuck here, if you have houses that are over 100 years old, chances are someone died in, near, or around it.
That's true.
And, why wouldn't then the chances be that most houses might be haunted after a certain time? And I love big old houses. I love big Victorian houses. And I tried to sweeten the pot with you. And I was like, what if it's like, we have our very rich street. And actually, if anyone's interested, you could look it up. It's Summit Avenue in St. Paul. And it is like the longest area of Victorian houses in a row on a street. So I don't know.
Where, like in the country?
I don't remember if it was in the country or the state, but it was a pretty large. But anyhow, so I was like, would you live in one of those houses for like a stupid cheap amount of money, And
if it was haunted.
If it was haunted. And, and he was kind of like, well, maybe. And I was like, I would, because that would be my only opportunity to live in one of those houses.
Because there are millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. But that would just be, I feel like most people aren't bad. So I feel like if there are ghosts, most of them aren't bad. And I feel like it would be totally worth the risk. And what if they're fun and funny, right? Like, why? I would totally love it. This is going to creep you out. So I'm going to tell you this on live for now.
Goodness.
But you're fine because we know nothing happened in this house. But the other day I was putting sheets on the bed, and I put the sheets on, and I noticed that one of your drawers is out, and I was like, I push it back in, and then I'm continuing to put the sheets on a little differently, and then another drawer is out, and I was like,
I know it does that.
And so then I push it back in, and then
there you go.
Yeah. Then I was like, ooh.
Don't say I got a haunted dresser. I just think it's gravity.
That's not quite how gravity works, but I was just kind of like, oh.
Now you got me worried about.
Why do the drawers pop out?
I don't know. I thought it was gravity.
Gravity doesn't work like that.
Is it air pressure in the inside of the?
I thought it was bumping it a couple times, and then it kept
I've been doing that for a long time. You're telling me we gotta know?
I don't know. Maybe just the dresser. You're right.
It's gravity.
No one's died in this
because I don't want to move.
I don't think. Yeah, no.
Let's go with no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I was kind of laughing, and I was like, that would be kind of funny. I would do that if I was a ghost. Just like every time you turn around, just whoop, and just make you think, ooh, what's going on? What's going on? That would be me. I would want to live with a ghost like
that's it. Then that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
For a lady who said you err on the side of caution with demon actual possession, you sound a little risky with a haunted house.
I don't feel like these ghosts are going to try to inhabit me. I'm not really the greatest thing that I wouldn't want to inhabit me for them. But it was just really funny, though, watching the drawer. I wasn't watching it. Every time I turn around, I'm like, the first couple times, you're like, am I seeing things? Or am I going crazy? Or did I...
it's air pressure. I'm going with air pressure. It's
probably air pressure. But then not that long after that...
I'm creeped out about my dresser.
Our daughter comes into our room in the middle of the night. And she's coming...
Is that the same day?
I don't... Maybe a day later or something like that.
Anyways.
She comes into our room and she's like... It's middle of the night, and she says, Mom, Dad... Mom, will you wake up? There's something trying to claw its way into my room. And I was like, well, that's an interesting statement, in my half, sleepy brain. I'm like, something. And then I started hearing it and I was like, okay, Luke, you need to get up and deal with this, because while my sleepy brain thought for a second, maybe it's a haunted house that we live in.
Nope.
My what is left of my rational brain while sleeping realizes this is an actual critter, and I'm not going to be dealing with it. So
you don't do critters.
Just very interesting, twice within a very short amount of time, I was thinking about it. And you know what? I don't want to move. I love my house. And if there's anything in it, I love them too. You're a welcomed addition to my family.
That's not true. I don't want this house to be haunted by flying squirrels.
Well, okay, maybe not flying squirrels.
Or any kind of squirrel for that matter. Red squirrel.
No. I was talking about
Get out.
I was talking about if it was spirits,
I get it.
It's kind of, I don't know. It wouldn't bother me.
Waking you up in the middle of the night, scratching on something. How does that look?
Loud.
See, that's what I'm saying. Nobody wants that.
No, but I mean, I sleep through a lot of things. I could figure it out. If it's a place I like and I want to live, it wouldn't bother me on theory, And growing up with sisters, which I'm sure is no different than growing up with brothers.
Oh, it's different.
I had a sister who I am sure would have sat there, pulled sheets off my bed, do all sorts of things, and been like, just kidding, it wasn't me,
Oh, 100%.
And I mean, so
my brothers tried to scare me on purpose anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm as easily scared because so much of my brain just puts it to, that's my sister doing those things, or this is, because I've been tricked enough times that I'm like, no, but that is it. You wouldn't live in a haunted house.
Not a chance.
I would buy one. I literally tried to get you to buy one. It was a great deal.
It was a great deal because it was haunted.
I mean, maybe not. I was willing to take the risk. And if it was or not, either way, it was going to become an Airbnb haunted house tour. So I'd have stayed there too. So that is our argument on our very 15th episode.
It's
wow,
quinceañera.
That's amazing. 15 episodes. It's not anything that it's not a benchmark or anything, but
still a big number.
To me, yeah.
It's just being a teenager is a seminal moment in the life of a person. So maybe this is a seminal moment in the life of
a bar mitzvah, a quinceañera. Wait, is it a bar mitzvah 15 or is that 13?
I can't. I don't know.
I don't remember. Well, someone anyway surely does, but but it's amazing, and I'm happy for it. And now, if people have any ideas out there about what you'd like to hear us argue about,
spooky or otherwise,
either way. I mean, we actually just got a great submission today that we'll talk about at some point.
Oh, I'm excited! I love these new ideas.
Yeah, no, you told me the idea.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, from one of your employees.
Oh, I don't like that. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
It's worthwhile talking about it at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So submit them to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com. Yep. Luke, what should they do after they listen?
Well, for sure they should vote for me. Because we don't want to live in a haunted house, do we? You, me, and the listeners and me.
What about the Haunted Mansion in Disney World?
Who would want to live there?
I would.
It smells like mold on purpose. They put moldy smells in the air.
They do.
And it's got all kinds of creepy music, and man, you're messed up. And it's fake on purpose. That's different.
I would literally want to live in the ride too. I suppose.
You're talking about wanting to live in a haunted house. Anyway, so the people should vote. And obviously the poll will be put on Spotify. That's the only place we have the poll. That's also the place we have video. So if you're an audio listener right now, I highly suggest you check out a video. If you're going to check out anyone in particular, I'm going to recommend the bonus episode we put out.
Yeah.
Just because we did a show and tell. It was kind of fun.
Yep.
The other stuff's great too, because our facial expressions are quite something sometimes. You should also, obviously, rate the podcast. You should tell your friends and family that you liked us or didn't, and tell them to listen anyway.
Yeah.
And you can catch us.
Especially for Halloween, a good treat.
Oh, for sure.
Or trick. Either way. Whatever you find us to be, send it to everybody you love.
Yep.
Or send it to everybody you don't like and say, ha ha.
And you can find us on all of the major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify, obviously. And we're on Pocket Casts. And we have these random, cool, worldwide podcast feeds where you can find us in places like Taiwan and Nigeria, and I mean, it's Japan, Russia. It's crazy.
Australia. Yeah. And we have one more of Spooky Month. So
that's right.
Maybe put like a reminder on your phone.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Tuesday, whatever that date is, the next Tuesday, and then put it like forever on your phone. So put it as a reoccurring reminder.
But at least for Spooky Month, because who doesn't love it?
Right. At least for Spooky Month to like go back and find our show and listen. So.
Well, there it is.
Thanks so much.
Signing off.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all.